Now I know there's some things you can maybe say about the new season. Some new characters, two female characters. I don't know. What can you guys tell us?
Thank God.
How often had you had to go into the writers' room and say, just
anybody but Jared for someone. Yeah.
That's why he's not here.
Yes.
What can you say about the new characters, the two new females that are coming in?
Well, a couple things. One is, and this is sort of to fans and certain misconceptions and whatnot. They're not brought in to be the boys' girlfriends. There's not going to be the four of them like riding in the Impala, eating Scooby snacks, and playing like that's not the intention at all. They're brought in to be antagonists and obstacles to the boys. They thread in and out of the story the same way that a lot of our other characters did, like Gordon or Agent Henriksen or Bobby and Ellen. And we're working really hard to introduce them correctly and making them part of the fabric of the show. The universe was always going to expand, and there's always going to be these new characters, and so different characters. And so we're introducing them right, and they're both very different. Ruby is kind of unhinged and a little ruthless and a little dangerous. And tune in for episode 2. There's a big reveal on Ruby. She's sort of not who she seems to be. And Bella, who I'll let Ben describe, has Ben Edlund created her.
Hi. Well, Bella is, in this world, pretty much everyone who's got contact with the supernatural, the stories we've been telling, they're cause-based, right? I mean, like it's a heroic struggle of good versus evil, and Bella is designed to be not that. She doesn't really have a cause. She's in it for herself. She is a thief, basically. And so we're going to play, I think, some pretty interesting games with her. And she's going to be kind of a constant foil for the boys' intensive activities. Not constant like the Scooby-Doo kind of foil. That's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, so she's pretty cool. She's a cat burglar. Yeah, she's hot.
So what do you think about having the new characters? No love interest apparently, so it's good that. But
well, I think it's. I know from Jared and I's perspective, it's very welcome to have people come on the show to actually build a relationship, form a structured relationship with someone. I know that we've had a couple of characters come in and out. We had Dad on for a while. It was great to have him, and every time he'd come on, there was just this dynamic that we felt very comfortable in because it was something that was familiar to us. Same thing with with Jim Beaver playing Bobby. It's just you get to really dive in and explore a relationship between two characters when you get to work with them more. So I think to introduce characters that are going to be around a little bit more, whatever they might be, you get to see more of a dynamic between those characters, between the two brothers, and it adds more layers to an already very layered show.
Okay. I can't say a whole lot about who's coming back, whether it's Dad, whether it's anybody. I don't know, Sarah, can you maybe talk a little bit about other things coming back from you?
We're going to see Gordon again. Gordon is bad things are in store for Gordon.
Sadistically, so.
Gordon is one of my favorite characters, and it just so happens that we were working on something for him this past week, so I'm really stoked. And that Sterling K. Brown is a fantastic actor, and we were really lucky to get him. And he's an Army husband on Army Wives, so we don't have him for long, so we wanted to make sure we took advantage of him. And we're really exploring Bobby this season. We're telling his story. These two women, and they'll be right in the boys' faces, but they won't make them happy or satisfied in any way. Just complicated torture.
I'd be happy about this, by the way.
Hey, I don't know, just anything.
I'm sorry, you're the star of the most nihilistic show on earth.
Fantastic.
Okay, look at this now. In theory, anyway, Dean has a year to live.
Yes.
Right? There's always the story, you have a year to live, what are you going to do? So you got a year to live, what are you going to do?
Well,
Apparently,
What would he do? I think it's fairly obvious. And he plans on doing that. Lots of that.
We're going to show us some Max Friday.
Yes.
The Dean Winchester Diaries.
So you mix that in, and also trying to stay true to what he is and what he does with his brother, and keeping that that road show and that heroic force going, but also having that knowledge of knowing, hey, I got limited time, I'm going to make the most of it. And his idea of making the most of it is
Make the most of it.
good times.